Hi, I'm Megan Powell of the Essex Bridge Center. Today's lesson is on the basics of the Texas transfer. Let's get started. So we want to talk about a Texas transfer today. Now, we've talked about a Jacoby transfer in the past when your partner opens either 1-no trump or 2-no trump. Well, we want to learn a different kind of transfer today. The Texas transfer is for the responder to transfer the opener to a major suit game as quickly as possible based on what responder has. Everything is bigger in Texas, right? And so what we're doing is making a bigger responding bid that will get us to game as quickly as possible and perhaps stop the opponents from trying to interfere. Now, what would we need for a Texas transfer? Well, if I open 1-no trump and you are my responder, you would need to have 6 or more cards in a major suit to know right now that we have a major suit fit. Remember, when I open 1-no trump, I have a balanced hand. And that means I must have at least a doubleton in any given suit, even if it's the suit in which you have a long major. But if you have 6 or more cards in that major suit, even if my no trump opening hand has a doubleton, boom, we have an 8-card fit. So with a 6-card major responder, you know there's a fit right now. Now, what else would responder need to make this Texas transfer bid? Responder would have to have enough points in the responding hand to know that the partnership has game-going points. If I open 1-no trump with my 15 to 17 points, that means you, responder, need 10 or more points in your hand to go with your 6-card major. If I open 2-no trump with 20 or 21 high card points, you, responder, would need to have at least 4 points in your responding hand to go with your 6-card major. So your responding hand already knows we have a fit because you hold 6 or more cards in a major, and you already know we have a game because you have enough points opposite my no trump opening points to get us to 25 points. So now what you're going to do, responder, is you're going to make a transfer bid that will force us quickly to the game level in your major suit. Now, before I go through the Texas transfer, let's do some review on the regular old Jacoby transfer. This is your Jacoby transfer graphic. Does it look familiar? Okay. Now, what do we do with a Jacoby transfer? And it's important that you understand how Jacoby and Texas are different. So let's say that I'm your partner and I've opened 1-no trump. I have a 15, 16, 17 point high card point hand, and it's balanced. Now you, in a Jacoby transfer, need to have 5 or more cards in a major suit. And if you have that, you would bid the suit below your long major suit. You would respond either 2 diamonds or 2 hearts. You would respond 2 diamonds if you had 5 or more heart cards. You would respond 2 hearts if you had 5 or more spade cards. All right. The responder is using the suit below the long major suit and telling the opener that the opener must bid the very next suit up the bidding ladder. It doesn't matter how opener feels about that major suit. Responder's in charge of this auction. So in a Jacoby transfer, I open 1-no with my 15 to 17. Your responding hand could have 0 high card points and a 5-card or longer major, and you bid the suit below your major. Now, when you do that, in the Jacoby transfer, my opening hand must bid this transferred suit on the 2 level. I have no choice. So if your responding hand responded 2 diamonds as a transferred hearts, my opening hand must rebid 2 hearts. If you responded 2 hearts because you were making a Jacoby transfer to spades, a 5-card or longer spade suit, my opening hand must rebid 2 spades. I'm being told as the opener what to bid. And then your responding hand is going to make a decision based on shape and points. And here's where that Jacobi transfer graphic comes into play. If you have 6 or more points in your long major suit, you would know we had a fit right now because, again, I have to have at least a doubleton in any suit in my no trump opening hand. So in the Jacobi transfer, 1 no by me, 2 diamonds by you, 2 hearts by me, and you have 6 heart cards, responder, you would add distribution. You know there's an 8-card fit because I must have a doubleton, so you get to add distribution. If you have 0 to 7 responding points, you would pass. You have done your job. You have transferred me out of no trump and into a trump suit of some kind, but you have not enough points to help me. If you had 8 or 9 responding points with a known fit, because you have 6 cards, you would invite me in the known fit, 3 hearts or 3 spades, depending on what your long suit is. With 10 to 16 responding points, you know we have enough points for a game. Okay? And you would bid the game in our known major suit fit, 4 hearts or 4 spades. But notice that that cutoff is at about 16 points. Because if you had 17 or more points opposite my 15 to 17, then we have to start thinking about slam. 33 points between us puts us in the slam territory. We want to bid on the 6th level in our known fit if we meet all of the criteria to go to a slam. And we'll talk about slam a little bit later in this lesson. Now, what if you did not have, responder, 6 cards in the long major suit? Do you remember your Jacobi transfer graphic? You would go down the left side of the graphic if you had 5 and only 5 cards in your long major suit. In the regular old Jacobi transfer bid, you only have to have a 5-card major, responder. So if you had 5 and only 5 cards, you don't know if we have a major suit fit, because remember, my opening no trump hand could have a doubleton in your suit. So therefore, we might only have 7 cards together. You should not bid the suit again, responder, on your second responding bid if you have 5 and only 5 cards in your major suit. So what are you going to do? Well, you're not adding distribution, and you're looking at the left leg of your Jacobi transfer graphic. With 0 to 7 total high card points, no distribution, you would pass. Just like if you had 6 cards. 0 to 7 points, you can't help me anymore. You've done what you could do. You've put me in a trump suit. Now you have to pass. If you have 8 or 9 high card points, but no known fit, that's the invitational range, and you should invite me in no trump. That no trump bid tells me you have only 5 cards in your long major suit. You invite me with 8 or 9 high card points. 10 to 16 high card points, you can return to 3 no trump. And if you had 17 or more high card points, well, again, we're going to start thinking about slam. Okay? Now, a Jacobi transfer we have done. It's when you have 0 or more high card points and 5 or more cards in a major, responder, opposite my no trump opening, and you are going to bid the Jacobi transfer at the very next level. You're bidding the suit below your long suit. So what is the difference between that and a Texas transfer? A Texas transfer is very much like a Jacobi transfer, but it's at a higher level. It's the same general message. It says I have a long major suit. I'm going to bid the suit below my long suit, but you are going to bid at a higher level. Instead of bidding your transfer at the very next place you could, you're going to do it much higher. When I open 1 no, you bid a Jacobi transfer on the 2 level, 2 diamonds as a transfer to hearts, 2 hearts as a transfer to spades. If you're bidding a Texas transfer, you're doing it because you have 6 cards in your responding major suit and you have game going responding points. And what you're going to do is bypass the 2 level, bypass the 3 level. A Texas transfer is when you jump to the 4 level immediately. If you have a 6 card or longer heart suit, you're still bidding the suit below hearts diamond suit, but now you're doing it at the 4 level. You are going to make a first responding bid as a jump in 4 diamonds. Your first response is on the 4 level. 4 diamonds as a transfer to hearts. If I open 1 no, and you have a 6 card spade suit, and with my 1 no trump opening, you have 10 or more high card points and a 6 or more card spade suit, you jump to 4 hearts as a transfer to spades. Why are we doing this on the 4 level? Because this Texas transfer basically allows us to shut out the opponents more quickly. And it implies that your responding hand has enough points for game. Now, it also actually implies that you don't have the 17 points we need for slam. It basically says you have 10 to 16 responding points and a 6 card suit. You have already a known fit with your 6 card major and 10 to 16 game going responding points. So I open 1 no. You have a 6 card or longer major. You know we have a major suit fit right now because your 6 cards in a major, even if I have a doubleton in my no trump opening hand, gives us an 8 card fit. You also have, if I open 1 no trump, 10 to 16 total responding points, and that includes distribution. And so you have 10 to 16 responding points. These are game-going responding points, but not the potential for slam. You don't have 17 or more responding points, which would put us in slam territory. So you already know we have a fit, and you already know we have a game. And you're making the Texas transfer on the 4 level. So it looks like this. I open 1 no trump. You jump to 4 diamonds if you have a 6 card or longer heart suit. And yes, this is still an announcement that we make, just like in a Jacoby transfer. You have to announce the transfer. Texas transfers are an announcement just like a Jacoby transfer is. So 1 no by me, 4 diamonds by you. You have a 6 card or longer heart suit. You have 10 or more total responding points, including distribution, to go with my 15, 16, 17. You jump to 4 diamonds. What does my opening hand do? My opening hand bids 4 hearts, the transferred major, and we're done. That's the end. We're completed. We've gotten to game rather quickly. It could also look like this. I open 1 no with my 15 to 17, and your first responding bid is 4 hearts because you have a 6 card or longer spade suit and 10 or more total responding points opposite my 15, 16, 17. That is a that is a Texas transfer to spades. My job as opener is to bid 4 spades. We are done. All we have is game. Your responding hand has 10 to 16 total points. We get there quickly. Now this, I've been talking about it over a 1 no trump opener. Could we ever do it over a 2 no trump opener? Absolutely. You still need a 6 card or longer major responder. That you have to have that because you have to know we already have an 8 card fit, even if I have a doubleton in your suit. You now still need game going points. But if I open 2 no, you only need 4 points to know we have a fit and a game. And essentially, you can think of it as something like 4 to 11 points. All right? We have enough potential to have a game, not enough to get us to a 33-point partnership for a potential slam. And again, I'm going to talk about a slam a little bit in this, and we'll talk about it in class a little bit. So your general takeaways. Your responding hand must have at least 6 cards in a major suit. You must have, if I open 1 no trump, 10 to 16 total points. Okay, that's when you do a Jacobi transfer. Less than 10 points, that's when you do a Texas transfer. If you had 0 to 9 points, you would do a Jacobi transfer. So you have to have the 10 to 16 points when I open one no. If I open two no, you need 4 to 11 points to do a Texas transfer, and 0 to 3 points would be a Jacobi. If you have 5 and only 5 cards in your major suit, you are absolutely doing the Jacobi transfer. There is no Texas transfer if you have only a 5-card major. It's perfectly good for a Jacobi transfer, all right? But not for a Texas. You must have a 6-card suit. And that's about it. I mean, that's really how this works. So let's try and do some of this together. I'm going to talk about hands. If we had 17 points opposite my 1 no trump opening, then we probably have slam. And you would not bid a Texas transfer, you would bid the Jacobi transfer. And then we would walk through the process of slam bidding. So let's talk about a couple of hands here together and see this in action. So now on this first board, this is board 1 in your packet. South is the dealer. Here are your high card points down here. South has 15, 16, 17 high card points. This is a balanced hand, and South opens 1 no trump. Now, West has 8 high card points. There's no interference bid here, so West passes. And North, you're the responder. Now, let's look at North's hand. North has a 6-card spade suit. North already knows we have a spade fit. Even if my South's no trump opening hand has a doubleton, North's 6 cards in spades mean we have 8 cards at least together. Now you have 8 high card points, North, but you get to add distribution for the known spade fit before you make your first responding bid. Now you get to add 2 distribution points, North. Your 8 high card points just became 10 responding points. You have game-going responding points opposite my 15 to 17. You have a 6-card or longer major suit. You absolutely know we have a spade fit. You absolutely know we have a game-level point count. Your job is to bid the Texas transfer, and that is the suit below your major suit, but on the 4 level. And yes, we do announcements for Texas transfer the way we do with Jacobi. If you're in BBO, it's the responder who types the word transfer, or might even type the word spades, because this is a transfer to spades, on the alert line before you would make your 4H bid in BBO. All right? In a live game, if you were in an in-person game, it is the no trump opener who has to say that word transfer or the word spades to the opponents. In BBO, it's the responder who has to do it while bidding. So 4 hearts is North's Texas transfer. Now that's going to block East from doing anything, even if East were thinking about doing something. But what we're also doing is just getting to our contract that we're intending to play in early. North, you had game-going responding points. If you had 17 or more points, you would have considered slam. But with 10 to 16 points, all we've got is game. So all we want to do is get to game quickly. 4 hearts is your transfer to spades on the 4 level, your Texas transfer. South, you have to bid 4 spades. You have no choice. That's it. And now this auction is done. North is not going to bid again. The whole point of this was to get us to 4 spades quickly. We've done it. Mission accomplished. Done. That's it. That's all there is to the Texas transfer. Now, what if I opened with a 2 no trump hand? Take a look at this hand. On this hand, South has 20 high card points and a balanced hand. South opens 2 no. West is passing. And North, you have a 7-card heart suit. Holy cow. Now, how many points does North need to have to know they have at least game? Well, that answer is 4 points. And North, you have 6 high card points. So North, with a 7-card heart suit, you already know we have at least 8 heart cards together. My no trump opening hand in South has to have at least a doubleton. So we have a known 8-card heart fit. And also because you have 6 high card points, even before we add distribution, you know we have 25 points together. Now you do get to add distribution. You get to add 3 distribution points. You have 3 doubletons that are eligible. Your 6 high card points just became 9 total responding points, opposite my 20 to 21 points. Now, slam bidding, opposite of 2-no trump opening hand, would mean we would get to 33 points together. And generally speaking, it means that responder has 12 responding points, opposite my 20 to 21. So really, North, anywhere between 4 game points to up to about 11 points is just a game going hand. You have 9 points, North. So you've got 6 or more cards in a major suit. You've got 4 to 11 game going points opposite my 20 or 21. You should make a Texas transfer. 4 diamonds, the suit below your heart suit, but on the 4 level. We want to get there fast. Now, East is passing, and we come back to South. South, you are required to bid the major suit that North is implying. You are required to bid 4 hearts. You bid this new major on the 4 level after North's Texas transfer, and we're done. That was the whole point, was to get to game quickly. Again, why are we doing it this way? Number one, we're trying to keep the opponents out of the auction, both opponents when we can, out of the auction. And number two, if we already know that we have game-going points and a major suit fit, but not slam points, then let's just get there fast and get the hand played. The more hands we bid quickly and play, the more hands in total we can play, right? Let's go look at board 3. Now, board 3 is a little different. South still has 15, 16, 17 high card points. Balanced hand, opens 1 no. West does not have any kind of interference bid and passes. Now, let's go look at North's responding hand. North, you have 10 or more high card points, and that is absolutely enough point count for a Texas transfer opposite South's 15, 16, 17. You already have game-going points. Do you also have the other requirement? And that's a 6 or longer card major suit. Well, no, you don't. You have a 5 and only 5 card major. You must have both requirements for a Texas transfer. You must have game going points. You must have a 6 card or longer suit. With 5 and only 5 cards in your major suit, even though you have 10 points, you are going to bid a regular Jacoby transfer. So your job, North, is to say to yourself, I am going to respond in a Jacoby transfer on the 2 level. My suit is spades. I have 5 or more spades. I'm going to make a Jacoby transfer in 2 hearts, the suit below spades. It shows 5 or more spades. It also shows 0 or more high card points. That's what a Jacoby transfer shows. Now, after East passes South, you are still required to bid the transferred suit. You're always required in either a Jacoby or a Texas transfer to bid the suit you're told to bid. North is implying a 5 card or longer spade suit. South, you don't jump anywhere. You bid the spade suit as cheaply as you can, 2 spades. You're just doing what you're told. Now we go back to North, and North you have to decide how to proceed. And this is where your Jacoby transfer graphic might help you. You have 5 and only 5 spade cards. So you want to go down the left side of your Jacoby transfer graphic. You have game going 10 points. You should bid a game, but you don't have enough cards to bid game in your spade suit. You don't know if South has a doubleton in spades. You don't know if there's an 8 card fit. So without a known fit, and you still want to bid game with your 10 points, North, how about we bid the 3-no trump game? North, by bidding 3-no trumps as your second responding bid, you are saying, yes, I told you I had a 5 card or longer spade suit. Now I'm telling you it's only 5 cards because I did not bid the spade suit again. But I am also telling you I have 10 or more high card points. I didn't add distribution without a known fit. I have 10 or more high card points opposite your 15 to 17 South. We do have 25 points, but as far as I'm concerned, we don't have a spade fit. Now, when it comes back to South, you know that North is telling you that he has only 5 spade cards. You look at your hand, South. Your no trump opening hand has 3 spade cards. You know there's a fit. On the third bid of many no trump auctions is where opener gets to make a decision for himself or herself. You know there is in fact a spade fit, South. So why should we play in a no trump game when we should play in the 8 card fit game? You should correct the auction from the game in 3 no to the game in 4 spades. So we used a Jacobi transfer here, primarily because responder did not have 6 or more cards in a major suit. Yes, responder had 10 high card points. That's one of the requirements for a Texas transfer, enough points per game. But you also must have a 6 card or longer major suit. So if you're missing one of those requirements, you're going to bid the Jacobi transfer and not the Texas. Now let's look at one more example. Our dealer in South is South, and South has 20 high card points, balanced hand. South, you should open 2 no trump. Now there's no interference by West, and we go to North's responding hand. North, you have a 6 card heart suit. Yay. That 6 card heart suit has no honor cards in it, no face cards in it, does it? Does it matter? It absolutely doesn't. You only need 4 high card points to know that your partnership has 25 points. You have 5 points, North. You have a 6 card or longer major suit. You know right now the partnership has an 8 card or longer heart fit. You know right now the partnership has 25 points. This is a Texas transfer. You are going to bid the suit below your heart suit, 4 diamonds, because you want the big point count hand to name any major suit that's going to become a trump suit. So South is then required to bid the transferred suit on the 4 level, 4 hearts. And because North, you had 4 to 11 responding points opposite South's 20 or 21, we only have game, not slam, and we're done. Now, I do actually want to show you one last hand that does have some extras in it. And you may or may not have a ready memory of how slam betting works. I have included slam information for this week because I want you to have that perspective. So let's walk through a hand where slam occurs and what would it look like. So on this hand, South is the dealer. South has 15, 16, 17 high card points. This is a balanced hand. South is going to open 1 no trump. Now, North, you are the responder. Do you have a 6 card or longer major? Yes, you do. Is that a Texas transfer? Well, when you have a Texas, when you make a Texas transfer, responder, you are saying we have an 8 card fit right now. You are also saying we also have game going points together. But what we don't have are enough points for a slam. A slam is 33 points together in the partnership. North, you would have 10 to 16-ish points opposite South's 15, 16, 17 to say you have game only with your 8 card fit. But North, you have 17 high card points right now. And South is promising 15, 16, 17 high card points. The partnership is already at 32, 33, 34 high card points. And that's before North even adds distribution. When North adds 2 distribution points, North is up to 19 responding points opposite South's 15, 16, or 17 high card points. Whoa. That means the partnership is over 33 points. 33 points is the magic number for the partnership to consider bidding on the 6th level slam. You want to get all those juicy extra slam bonuses if you can take 12 out of 13 tricks, but you have to bid on the 6th level and then take those 12 tricks to get that huge bonus. So North, if you bid a Texas transfer right now, you are defining your hand as, we don't have slam potential, we have only game, let's get to game fast. South's hand is very static. It's 15, 16, 17 high card points in a balanced hand. It does not change. Therefore, any decision about slam potential belongs to responder. If you bid a Texas transfer right now, you are telling South, all we have is game. South will never consider exploring slam. It's not South's job. South's hand doesn't change from the moment she started bidding. It's only responder's hand that is the dynamic hand, the one that could be anything. So North, if you have slam potential, do not bid a Texas transfer, even though you've got a 6-card suit and know there's a fit in a major. If you have more than 16 points, responder, don't bid the Texas transfer. You'll never find your slam. Instead, how do you find the slam? The first thing you should do is bid a Jacoby transfer. Why? Because you don't know which one of you truly has the bigger high card point count. I mean, you might be equal, but good form is that you should let the opener become the declarer. It's possible that you actually have more points, responder, than the opener, but generally speaking, you should let the opener name the major suit. So you're going to bid a Jacoby transfer, 2 diamonds. You're going to bid the Jacoby transfer on the 2 level, the way a Jacoby transfer works. You're bidding the suit below your heart suit. And then South has to bid 2 hearts, required. Now North is when you go into action. Your responding hand knows the partnership has a heart fit already because you have 6 cards in hearts. You know the partnership is probably in slam territory, 33-ish points. What you have to find out is whether or not the partnership has the necessary minimum of 3 aces. You have to ask South how many aces are in the opening hand. And the way you do that is by something called Blackwood. The Blackwood bid for no trump says to the opener, hey, opener, I'm asking you a question. I've blown right past 4 hearts. We're not playing in 4 hearts. We're going to play higher. I'm just not sure how high. I'm asking you a question, South. How many aces are in your hand? And then South is going to answer the Blackwood question. There's a chart, right? I've included it with your lesson. South, if you have 3 aces in your hand, the answer is 5 spades. That's the answer in Blackwood to say, I have 3 aces in my hand. Thank you for asking. Now, North, because you're the person who bid for no trump, Blackwood, you're the person who places the contract. You now know your partnership has at least 3 aces. You actually have 4 aces, and that's fantastic. But you only have to have 3 aces to bid a 6-level slam. And if I were North, I have to remember what suit is going to be our trump suit. It's hearts. And North is going to place the contract at the 6th level, 6 hearts. Do we ever go to 7? Well, we go to 7 if the person who asked for the aces knows, absolutely knows, that the partnership has 38 or more points. You really need that many points for a 7-level contract. That's called a grand slam. North, even though you have 19 points, you don't know whether South has a bare 15 points. You have no idea if South can help you get to 38 points. Don't even think about trying to ask for kings unless you intend to go to the 7 level. That's the only reason you ever ask for kings. In order to bid a 7-level contract, you would need 38 or more points. you would need all 4 aces, and then you would need all 4 kings. So you don't even ask for kings unless you knew you had 38 points. The only time you ask for kings is because you intend to go to 7 hearts. Be happy at 6 hearts and pass after that. So we're going to play in 6 hearts on this, and that's going to be wonderful because the game bonus is going to be huge. All right, so there are more examples for you to work on for Texas transfer, for Jacoby transfer. There's even some slam bidding thrown in. Let's see how you do with it. You can always send me a question before class. Otherwise, I will see you when we meet together. Bye now.